Hello and welcome to this upper back Hatha flow practice where we're going to move the upper back in a really nice way, open some space, maybe release some tightness, and then we're going to meet on the mat whenever you're ready. Okay, so for the practice to start, I invite you to just take a comfortable seat, maybe sitting cross-legged or on your heels, whatever is available to you, connecting to your breath. Allowing the spine to be tall and proud. Just taking a few moments for yourself to arrive here. And then taking a final breath in, just noticing how you're feeling in this very moment. And then we're going to start moving the upper back. So for this, you're going to bring chin to chest and then start to draw nice little circles with the neck, allowing the chin to come to the chest, and then we drop the head and continue that circle backwards. Making sure the shoulders are relaxed, that we still find an upright seat here. And maybe there are areas in the upper back where you'd like to hold rather than continue moving. Taking it nice and slow. And then gently bringing the chin to chest and then changing direction, so going the other way. And just noticing how that feels in your body. Can feel completely different to the first side. Or perhaps there is a reoccurring spot here that you continue approaching, so to speak. Slowly coming back, bringing the chin to chest. Still growing tall as you drop the chin, maybe creating a nice little stretch all along the back body. And then gently starting to lift the head. From here, interlacing the hands on your inhale, reaching the arms up, palms face to the sky, maybe a slight back bend. Exhale, draw the palms towards you, knuckles away, rounding the spine, arms at shoulder height. Inhale to reach it up, grow tall. Exhale, round. So we get this nice curving in the spine here as we breathe. And really starting this movement with your arms, but also moving from the tailbone here. Let's just do it a few more times. And it's okay if your thumbs escape the crossing when you reach the arms up. Let's just do it 2 more times. And out. And gently release the hands. Allow the spine to come back to center. Maybe just move your shoulders a bit. Just give them a gentle shake. And then we're going to meet in a cross-legged seat. So if you're not there, just make your way into a cross-legged seat of your choosing. We're going to go into a little double combo. So placing your right hand next to you. Inhale, left arm reaches up. And just taking a breath in and out. Then left hand to your side, right arm reaches. And then coming up. So we're going to combine that with rounding the spine. So bringing that right hand to your left outer thigh or knee, holding on to that. Inhale, left arm reaches up and over, grounding through the right leg. And then exhale, crossing left arm over right, left hand to right thigh, chin to chest. And then inhale, releasing the right arm, reaching the right arm over into side bend. And then exhale, round. Inhale, left arm reaches. And exhale, round. Continue moving this way, always allowing one arm to reach and then cross it the other way. Just a few more rounds like this. Really getting into the sides of the body as well as moving the whole spine. And then whenever you reach your left arm, allow the body to stay in this cross position, chin to chest, rounding purposefully here. Final breath in and out. Gently rolling up the spine and just notice how that feels. Next, we're going to come into a child's pose and move a little bit from here. So perhaps feet together and knees a bit wider, reaching your arms away from you, just arriving in this position, maybe shifting a bit, finding where you want to be. Just taking one more breath in and out. And then walking your arms over one side. Maybe you choose right first or left. Torso towards the ground as you reach your arms. Maybe even off the mat and away from you. And let's take a full breath here. And then walking through center over to the other side. Grounding the sit bones towards the heels as you reach your body and your arms sideways. Final round of breath in your little side bend child's pose. And then coming back to center. Bringing the palms together, elbows a bit closer to you. And then grounding and lowering the chest. And then palms pressed together as you bring your thumbs to the back of your head. Maybe you want to walk your elbows away from you. And really actively pressing the hands, the palms together and the elbows into the ground. Maybe you can feel this movement in your upper back, activating the spine. Little shark fin child's pose. Take 2 breaths here. This is a really great shoulder opener. And slowly reaching the hands away from you. Again, releasing the palms and coming up into a tabletop, keeping the legs like they were in child's pose, so knees a bit apart, the feet together. We're going to come into a little thread the needle. So hands are underneath the shoulders. Inhale, reaching the right arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Allow the right arm to hover though, palms face up. And then reach it up towards the sky again. Inhale, twist. Exhale, let it hover. Inhale to reach. Exhale, hover last time. And then drop the right arm down. Maybe the right temple or right ear or cheek or something lands on the ground. You could extend your left arm somewhere, or maybe reach the hand up, arm up towards the sky. Rotate your palm backwards. bend the left elbow and maybe find your right thigh somewhere with your left hand. Pressing the right arm away from the ground as you pull the left shoulder back if you have this little bind. Let's take a final breath in and out. Gently bringing the left hand back. Inhale, right arm reaches up. And right hand down to the ground. Let's change sides here. Inhale, left arm reaches. Exhale, thread the needle, let it hover. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hover. A last one. Inhale. And exhale. And then allow the left arm to drop. Left side of the head comes down in a way. Maybe you want to extend the right arm or maybe reach the hand up, palm faces back. Bend at the elbow, maybe find your left thigh, reaching the right shoulder back. And breathe. Actively pushing the arm into the ground. Just another breath here. And then returning the right hand next to your face. Inhale, left arm towards the sky. And then left hand down. Let's bring those knees once again underneath the hips. And then where the hands are, we're going to bring the elbows. So we're now on our forearms. And from here, trying to drop between the shoulder blades, little scapular push-ups, and push away. Spreading those fingers wide, spreading and pressing the forearms into the ground. And just a few more of those little mini tiny push-ups. And then finding this integrity in the back. We're going to move into cat-cow. So inhale, dropping the head, the belly, lifting the gaze, and exhale, rounding, looking back towards the legs. Inhale, dropping the belly, and exhale to round. Just a few more here, really starting the movement from the sit bones, from the pelvis, moving your way up towards the head. Gifting yourself maybe 2 or 3 more rounds here on your forearms. And a neutral spine. Keeping the hands where they are and then pressing into the hands to lift the elbows off the ground. Already allowing the pelvis to tilt towards the ground, thinking of cow spine. And then walking the hands further away from you and allowing then the chest to come towards the ground like a mini hammock, so to speak. Keeping the forearms off the ground for a moment, we're just going to move into a little flow. It doesn't matter if the head is down. And then taking a breath in here, thinking if this is cow, exhale, push away from the ground, keep the hands where they are, thinking of cat spine. Inhale, dropping down again. Exhale, push away. Inhale, puppy. Exhale, puppy meets cat. Let's do a final one here, pushing back up. And then releasing the back down. Maybe now you want to bring the forearms down. Taking 2 breaths, thinking more of length rather than pushing the chest and the arms down. And then pushing into the ground to come out, walking the hands back underneath the shoulders. From here, tagging the toes under and allowing the hips to rise into down dog. Might feel really nice to walk your dog here. Get some space into the backs of the legs. Just another breath here. And then finding stillness. Inhale, right leg rises, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot through between the hands here, bending the right knee, dropping the left leg down. Maybe you want to keep the toes tucked or untucked, and making sure the left knee is comfortable here. So maybe you want to pad it or just fold the mat in twice. Then strong legs, push up, rise up, maybe push a bit back with your right foot to allow the pelvis to come further back. Palms together, elbows wide, taking a breath in. And exhale, twisting to the left, hooking left elbow to outer right thigh, maybe sinking the hips a bit further down. Left glute here active. And find your twist. Pushing the left elbow away from your right thigh, so we don't want to sink in here too much. Final breath in and out. Coming back to center, pushing the right foot again a bit into the ground to find your balance and rise a bit. Then open the arms wide, crossing left arm over right, and then interlacing the hands. So maybe the backs of the hands are together, maybe you're holding on with your left thumb with your right hand. Wherever you are, press those arms into one another, find strength. Maybe you want to sink a bit into the right hip. And option to tuck the left toes under if they're not tucked already, and lift the left knee to come into a higher lunge. Maybe reach those arms up, up, up. Wherever you are, take a final breath in and out. Drop the knee if it was lifted, release the hands. Frame your right foot, tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee, and step it back into your down dog. Maybe time for a sigh. And then left leg lifts, inhale, exhale, step it through, frame the foot, dropping the right knee, making sure that's comfortable. And then with a bit of strength from your left leg, rising, palms together, elbows wide. Let's take a breath in and out. Right elbow to left thigh, maybe move a little bit deeper into the left hip. Pushing, lost for words, pushing into the right knee, right thigh to open the chest. Just another breath here, in and out. Returning to center, palms towards the ground. Oh no, sorry, we forgot the eagle arms. Push into the left leg, reach those arms wide, right arm over left. Interlacing the hands in a way that works for you. Press those arms into one another, maybe sink a little bit deeper into the left hip. Option once again to lift the right knee off the ground, maybe reach those arms higher, higher, staying for breath. And exhale, drop everything down, release the hands, frame the foot, tuck the right toes under, right knee lifts. As we step back into a downward facing dog. Let's take a breath in here and out. And bringing the knees towards the ground. Maybe sit back or find a child's pose, whichever you prefer in this very moment. Noticing how the body is feeling. Maybe allowing the breath to become steady and to slow down. Wherever you are, just taking 2 more breaths in and out. And then slowly rising if you were in a child's pose. And then coming into kneeling. So maybe knees are slightly wider than your hips and already engaging the glutes, the legs. If you want to double up on the mat here for the knees, be my guest. We're working our way towards camel, not necessarily into camel. Maybe you want to tug your toes for this one. First, let's try with palms together. Inhale, squeeze those glutes and exhale. On your next inhale, allow the chest to rise towards the sky, thinking more about growing tall rather than falling backwards. Maybe the chin stays closer to your chest. Continue breathing here. And then return to a neutral spine. You can keep the arms where they were. Maybe you want to reach them by your ears. Inhale and exhale. And an inhale. Rise the chest. Maybe reach the arms backwards. Strong glutes. And then come back. Option now to move into half camel. Maybe if I prefer to tuck my toes because then the distance is shorter, and then you can reach one arm up, or you can choose either of those. So wherever you are, first engaging glutes, core, everything. Maybe reaching one hand back, the right hand to your foot. Inhale, find your camel, and continue and breathe. Thinking of pushing the hips towards the front and growing tall, reaching for the stars with whatever you're reaching for, and then slowly come back. Allow the arms to sink and rest by your side for a moment. And then left hand to left heel. If you're doing half camel, find your build up. Everything is engaged and strong. Reach the right arm up if you were holding on to your left heel. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Final breath in and out. Release those toes if they were tucked. I'm not going to guide us into camel today. And then finding a bit of balance, shifting more into the left leg as you step the right foot forward, finding this 90-90. So we're now in a shorter lunge. Right hand rests on right thigh. Left arm reaches up. Inhale. And exhale, side bend to the right. Thinking more of reaching something with that left hand rather than rounding so much. So once again, finding space and length. Just another breath in and out to release. And then using your arms as if you were on a tightrope. Make sure the toes aren't tucked, leaning slightly back, and maybe finding balance to lift the right foot and then guiding the right knee back that way. It's quite interesting, especially first time it's quite hard. And then from kneeling, left foot steps forward, engaging hip flexors and glutes. Left arm rests on your thigh. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, side bend. Keeping that right arm extended. Noticing how that feels in the body. And then releasing the right arm, preparing for your little tightrope experiment, leaning maybe a bit back. And then finding your balance. Left knee meets the right, sitting down on your heels just for a moment. And then allowing the legs to move out and away from you. Maybe support yourself here with the hands behind you and give those legs a bit of a shake. Then left leg comes into the inner right thigh. And let's bend that right knee generously. We haven't really done much for the hamstrings. Yet the right heel pushes out. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, fold belly to thigh. So when we bend the knee, we allow that movement to become more accessible. So feel free to bend even further. If you'd like to, you can drop the head to get a bit more stretch into the back of the spine for the neck. Another breath in and out. Slowly unraveling, rolling the spine up. And let's switcheroo, left leg out, right foot in, push that heel away. And I invite you to take a generous bend in your left leg. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, find your fold here. Thinking more belly to thigh rather than where the hands go. That right knee becomes heavy. The heel of your left foot pushes away. And let's breathe here. If you'd like, you can drop your head again. One more breath in and out. Slowly unraveling the fold. Extend the right leg out. Making sure you're positioned on your mat so that when you roll back, your head lies down. Let's hug those knees into the chest. Maybe rock side to side. Feel really, really nice. And then making sure you have plenty of space behind you so that you can reach your hands back, bringing then the arms by your side, palms face down. Let's step the feet onto the mat, really grounding those feet. And then on your next inhale, reaching the arms slowly overhead as the pelvis rises. Strong glutes finding your shoulder bridge. And exhale, reach everything back down, arms by your side, pelvis down. Inhale, reach it all up. And exhale, round. Let's do 2 more, dynamic in that way. Last one. And then rise to hold. Chin to chest, pressing the shoulders into the ground. Another breath in and out to release only the pelvis, keeping the arms behind you, maybe feeling a nice stretch all across the chest. And then gently hugging those knees into the chest, maybe rocking side to side again. And opening the arms wide here. Maybe shins parallel to the ground. Let's take a breath in. And exhale, drop the knees to the right. Maybe right hand finds the outer left thigh. And really grounding that left shoulder down. So prioritizing that over the legs towards the ground. Connect to your breathing. Maybe sending conscious breaths into the belly. Maybe the eyes are starting to close. And then slowly releasing the right hand if you were holding the leg. Inhale, coming back to center. And exhale, drop it over to the left. Right shoulder down, maybe left hand to right thigh. Allowing the breath to become longer and steadier and maybe even deeper. Gifting yourself a final round of breath in and out. And releasing the left hand perhaps, bringing the legs back into the chest, maybe giving them a final squeeze. And then perhaps finding your final relaxation here, whether that's knees together, feet wide, or extend the legs, or maybe it's looking different for you today. Just a few moments to check in with the body, and simply be. Slowly, I invite you to deepen the breath again. Coming back into the room and into your physical body by maybe inviting movement, maybe arms and legs move, and perhaps you squeeze the legs into the chest. Find what feels good here. And then it's up to you whether you'd like to stay or perhaps even move right where you are, or find your way towards a seat. Just noticing how you're feeling in this very moment. Just tuning into the body. How does that feel in this very moment? Coming from this very neutral, observant point of view. If you explored your internal landscape, area of emotions and sensations and feelings, what does that look like now? Once again, we try not to judge, just to observe and take notes. And then returning to the breath. Where can you notice your breath right now? And then perhaps bringing your hands together in front of the heart space, taking a breath in and a breath out as a humble gesture of gratitude. Thank you so much for taking this time to join me on the mat. I hope that this practice served you. And if you haven't subscribed, I recommend to do so to not miss out on any new content. Also, I have an online yoga studio. The link is down below. Perhaps you'd like to join me there. And I wish you a great rest of your day and see you soon.